So something that has been terrifying me as a young unificationist is the impact that I saw on the church when True Father died. Right, there was a splintering of members, and there's a few small groups now of members who no longer follow True Mother. There was lots of conflict, people talking back and forth of whether they wanted to acknowledge True Mother, and um, I remember hearing my father talk to so many people about the importance of True Mother being the only begotten daughter and what that means, and whether True Mother, is the Messiah or the Messiah's spouse, and blah 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 blah. And I feel like we finally came to some sort of conclusion, but that's, I feel like, only in part because we have True Mother to guide us this whole time. And I feel like our movement is so heavily based on True Mother's leadership that what's going to happen to us when True Mother dies? Because I felt like a lot of members kind of believe that True Father would just live eternally because he's True Father. And it's like, it's just never going to. And so it's like there seemed to kind of be no plan to catch us when True Father passes. And I feel like my fear is there a plan for the church after True Mother dies? Or is it just going to be a chaotic vacuum of power and just the end of the church as we know it?
I think anytime there is a huge and sudden change, there is always going to be like a reckoning for each person individually that you have to kind of come to terms with. And but I do know the from attending some of the leaders meetings in Korea and things that it's very much on True Mother's mind that she is thinking about planning for the future. So um, it's my understanding that she is raising up a couple of the true grandchildren. She's even said, like, I don't, my kids aren't ready to handle this kind of responsibility. And so I'm counting on my grandchildren to step up and to become the leaders, for the future
hmm
of our movement. Um,
I thought she also
I,
explicitly named like inheritors or whatever, or the people who take over.
I believe so. I mean, I wouldn't say that she named inheritors like I wouldn't say that she guaranteed them the movement,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah, for
that's what
sure, for
got us
sure.
into this whole situation right now, right? With
Yeah, yeah,
Preston
yeah.
and Sean and Sanctuary and all that. Um, but she's definitely investing in the education of, I believe, it's Hyojinim and Yonanim's son and
hmm
daughter, I believe.
hmm
I could be wrong on that. I need to check, but she's investing in their future to raise them up as leaders for the movement, to take over and to carry things forward.
So it's going to turn into kind of like a royalty system.
I wouldn't say royalty, but lineage is an important part of our faith, right? We definitely believe in lineage, but we also believe in personal responsibility, and those true grandchildren, whoever they are, they still have a responsibility to become mature enough to handle that responsibility too. I
mm
think just because they are the grandkids does not automatically qualify them, because again, that's where the whole source of the rift right now is, right?
Right.
Okay, so there is a plan. It's just not finished yet.
Yeah, and plans will shift too as things develop and things evolve. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Damien ends up being, working in international headquarters to support those grandkids, or so. Who knows, right?